And I think we're ready to go with the first fight of the day, Russia versus UK. First fight in
Russia
the
3,
women's.
Czech 1. We invite you to the battlefield 2.
Ano, a už za chvíli nás čekají duely žen, kde bych chtěl připomenout, že zde jsou trochu jiná pravidla než v soubojích 5 proti 5, které jsme mohli vidět.
And here we go, the first of 3 rounds, the longsword round.
Bojovníci povalila na zem, ale počítají se
Russia
údery
versus
podobně
the
jako
UK.
v šermu. A jede se na 3 různá kola se 3 typy zbraní.
Good shots to the body there from the Russian fighter against the UK fighter. Nice combination to the head and the body of the UK fighter there.
Russia 3, Czech Republic
She's
1.
taunting her
Please come
opponent.
to the list.
Brilliant. Good shot there to the
You
body.
have 2 minutes to go to the list. Russia 3, Czech Republic 1. Please come to the list.
Good shots there. Cautious round. And again, good shots there. The UK fighter now trying to advance, but good defense from her Russian opponent. Look at the footwork of the Russian fighter. Not much longer to go in the first of 3 rounds. There's the stoppage. Time's up in the longsword round.
Ano, a máme tu konec.
And that means we're heading into sword and buckler.
Části takzvaného triatlonu.
Now for the longsword and the sword and shield competition, the rules are very simple. It's about scoring points. Shots to your opponent's body count as points. In the sword and buckler category, however, it's different. It's a fight in 3 rounds. The first to get 3 shots in sequence to the body of his opponent wins each round, and we will see that in a second. I'll explain it precisely when we go. While on the second list, Russia and Czech Republic are going. Russia 3 and the Czech Republic. Size advantage for the Czech fighter there, but the Russian fighter just doing very well there. And here we go on list number 1. And look at the different stances now. The Russian fighter with the sword hand in front, and she scores her 3 points quickly, and thus wins the first round in sword and buckler. Forgive me if I can't focus on both bouts. Good shot. And she gets the 3rd shot. And that's another round 1 for the Russian fighter. And here we go in the 3rd attempt.
Tak uvidíme, jestli z toho dokáže něco vytěžit.
And she gets the 3rd round as well, and we take a quick look back at the longsword competition on the 2nd list. Despite the reach advantage that the Czech fighter has, the Russian fighter has been able to score a few good points. Good defense though from the Czech fighter. Now she tries to advance. Just look at the strength she shows. Good defense from the Russian fighter there. And now we're heading back to list number 1. Now we're heading back to list number 1. Sword and shield now on the other list. And there it is again, like in the longsword competition. Scoring points is done by delivering shots to your opponent's body that are not deflected by either sword or shield, as we've seen to the head of the British fighter there. And look at the different stances. The Russian fighter in southpaw stance, that means her right hand, her sword hand, is in front. The UK fighter with her shield hand in front. And brilliant technique there from the Russian fighter. Brilliant footwork, just so quick. Good defense there not letting her opponent score. Good shot to the leg, closing in with a shield. It's so hard to find an opening. And look at the speed of the sword. On list number 2 now, sword and buckler. And sword and shield, not much longer to go in that round. And there's the end. Now we can focus on sword and buckler on list number 2. And there's the stoppage. One shot, two shot. There's the third.
Check 3, Argentina 1. Check 3, Argentina 1.
And that's the stop.
We invite you to the list. You have 2 minutes to come to the list. Check 3, Argentina 1.
Now some repairs to be made on the armor of the Russian fighter on list number 2. While we waited for the Czech and Argentinian fighter on list number 1.
Úlomky ze zbraní mohou odlétnout až mezi diváky a mohlo by nějaká součást zbraně zranit vaše dítě, takže prosíme s dětmi raději ve 3. a vyšší řadě. Děkujeme.
I can see that the armor on the shield hand of the Russian fighter is being removed to make the shield arm even lighter. Every little bit of weight counts here.
I would like to repeat the regulations of this category. The fighters
Check 3, Argentina 1. We invite you to the
opponent.
list.
But each fight has 3 rounds, with different weapons,
And the Russian fighter now almost ready. You can see the shield with the logo of Club Burn.
In the first
And here we
game,
go.
Russia 1, UK 1. wins
Difficult situation
Russia.
now for the
3,
Russian fighter because her
UK
opponent is
0.
using her shield on her right hand. That means she's fighting with the left, and that is difficult to assess in terms of the motion because most fighters are used to fighting people who use their sword on the right hand. But she's doing well in adjusting to her opponent, I think. And it's starting to rain now up here on Petrin Hill in Prague. Not very much, but the rain is noticeable, and you can see it in the stands. People are trying to cover themselves. It's nothing that the fighters would notice down there. I only hope that my microphone survives it, so I can still bring you the action.
Ano, já doufám,
And a very
že jste
cautious round.
koukali na předpověď, která říkala, že mají být dnes přehánky a jste patřičně vybavení.
A very slow and cautious round. There's already the end of the round. While on list number 1, Argentina and the Czech Republic are getting it on in the longsword category.
Konkrétně přinesli si velice hezký deštník. Modré barvy. Ale ve druhé části bojiště už
And the rain now getting heavier. I hope this doesn't last too long.
S argentinskou soupeřkou, tak pojďme podpořit naše děvče.
Good fight between the Argentinian and the Czech fighter. And the two fighters from Czech Republic and Russia are now being called to the middle of the list. And then we will define the winner of this bout. And the winner is Russia.
V tuto chvíli probíhá první kolo.
And on list number 1, Argentina and the Czech Republic going at it in the longsword competition. Russian fighter, the Argentinian fighter finding a good opening on the legs of her opponent.
Russia 3, Czech 1, 3-2-0, Russia 3 wins. Poland 1, Ukraine 2, please come to the second list.
Now good shots from the Czech fighter, but most of them are deflected.
Poland 1, Ukraine 2, please come to the second list.
A hard shot
Denmark
to the
1,
head.
Poland 2, please prepare.
Česká válečnice teď uštědřila.
And the category is over. Longsword is done and dealt with.
Snad si toho maršálové všimli.
Remember, we are in the playoff stage. That means the winner goes through, the
Hi,
loser.
you represent Team Czech, female fighter. How many years have you been doing this?
I do this sport since September 2014, so it's very short time, and for me it's big success that I was able to get into this OSMI finals, and I am really proud I can represent my country, and I think that I lost with Jana Zablotníková with honor.
Be ready.
How many other female fighters are there in the Czech Republic team, and how many have already gone to a different round?
We have 3 fighters here, including me, and Pavlína, my colleague, is fighting with Argentina now, and another fighter was injured yesterday, so that's a pity that she couldn't participate with us now.
How did you come to historical medieval battle? How did you find out about it?
My friend who reenacts 14th century knows a guy from our team, and she invited me to training, and I tried the training, and I really liked it.
Thank you very much. We wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
And the first score in the round.
Jenom bych připomněl, že tohle kolo není časově omezené, ale končí v momentě, kdy
Fighters, remember, you have 2 minutes to come to the list.
druhou
You have 2
kombinaci
minutes to come to the list.
třemi údery.
And I can see all 3 Russian fighters over by the entrance to the lists, watching their possible future opponents. Sword and buckler still going on at Argentina versus the Czech Republic. On the other list, we will have Ukraine versus Poland in a second.
Tak doufejme, že se počasí alespoň na chvíli umoudřilo.
Pardon me if my voice does not work as I'm used to it.
Bojovníci proti Argentince.
And there we have the stoppage.
Sledujete duely 1 na 1 v podání
And on list
žen.
number 1 now, Poland versus Ukraine.
Ženy se tady v této aréně
Good shot to
představují
the head right away.
vůbec poprvé.
The Ukrainian fighter going for the opening on the body of the Polish fighter. That one's hard to score. Look at the shot she's landing. Both fighters landing shots galore.
Poland 3, France 1, please be ready.
So, which one has here more fans?
Look at that, just striking away. Good movement now by the Polish fighter. Good shot to the helmet. 2, 3 good shots to the legs, and now she's working the head again, while her Ukrainian opponent is trying to work the body. And she's circling around her opponent, trying to find the opening, and she does well in doing so. It's dangerous when the sword comes so close to the eye opening. Now the Ukrainian fighter seems tired. She seems to be gassing, and her Polish opponent just teeing off at her. And on the other list now, Argentina versus the Czech Republic. Sword and shield is going on there, to the delight of the home crowd. And listen to the fans cheering as the Czech fighter tees off at her Argentinian opponent. The stoppage on list number 2 between Poland and Ukraine. And we are looking back at Argentina versus the Czech Republic. Switching weapons now at list number 2, and I can see the Ukrainian fighter, she's still gassing. She's completely powered out after this hard fight against her Polish opponent. Czech Republic versus Argentina, still going strong. And if I'm not mistaken, the Argentinian fighter is the Argentinian captain, Andy Di Francesco. Hard shot to the back of the head, and I think she took a shot to the foot there. Yes, she's reaching down to the foot. I think she took a shot to the foot. And those shots are hard. They can easily break a bone. That's how we got the decision in the men's triathlon last year. I think the fighter Petrik had a broken foot after his fight against Evgeny Lapik and could not compete in the finals against Sergei Ukolov, and that's why Sergei Ukolov won the finals without even having to fight. And we have to stop now between the Czech Republic and Argentina, and the Argentinian fighter looks not very happy. And now Ukraine versus Poland, sword and buckler. The Ukrainian fighter quickly on the charge. But she takes a few hard shots, and the fight is over in the first round. And according to the sound, the winner is the Czech Republic on list number 1. And good use of her reach advantage by the Polish fighter there. And I think she's won the first 2 rounds in the 3-round buckler bout. And the rain has stopped now.
Poland 3, France 1.
There's
we invite you to the
end
list.
to the buckler round
Italy 3, Argentina
in Poland
2.
versus
Please
Ukraine.
Italy 3, Argentina 2. Please prepare.
Já jenom připomenu, že česká bojovnice postoupila do čtvrtfinále.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is Poland again on list number 1 now. I haven't seen it precisely, but I think it should be Kamila Henkelmann. But don't take my word on that. And our round number 3 on list 2, Poland versus the Ukraine, sword and shield. The armor on the left arm now being fixed, or removed, I think. Yes, they're removing it. Protected by the shield anyway. Final tactical advice from the coach, and then we're heading into this fight. Sorry if you hear me. Sorry if you hear me coughing every now and then. My voice is really starting to break down today. It's been a long 3 days already, and there's still a long, long way to go. Shot to the back of the head with the inside sword hit, and she's trying that again, making good use of her slight reach advantage. And on list number 1, Poland and France are ready to go in the sword and in the longsword competition. And I get the feeling that the Ukrainian fighter is gassing again, but her Polish opponent doesn't seem to be much better in terms of her endurance by now. It's been a long fight already.
Only fighters and captains of the teams and the person who borrows sword can stay on the field.
Vidíme, že bojovnice už jsou vyčerpané.
A je tu konec, skončil časový 1,5 minutový limit, tak uvidíme, kdo z tohoto souboje vzejde vítězně a postoupí do čtvrtfinále.
Poland 1, Ukraine 2. Poland wins with 3 points. Ukraine gets 0 points.
And Poland win the fight on list number 2. Poland versus Ukraine. And here we go with the longsword competition. Sword, Poland versus France, if I'm correct.
Denmark 1, Poland 2. Please come to the list 2. You have 2 minutes to do it. Russia 2, Ukraine 3. Please prepare for the next fight.
V další části našeho středověkého ringu už se nám řežou Italka s Argentinkou.
And I hope you can forgive me that I don't know the names of all the fighters down there. I don't have a list or anything. Good shots from the French fighter with the longsword to the body of her opponent, to the leg now. She's got a slight reach advantage and she's making full use of that.
Congratulations on the victory. How many years have you already been a female fighter for the Polish team?
For Polish team about 2 years, but I'm fighting about 10 years. I have a few breaks because I have born child and things like that, but I'm training for 10 years.
Are you a professional sportswoman?
No, I'm accountant.
How many trainings do you have to have a week? How do you train? Do you train together with Polish male team, or how does it happen?
I'm training with guys from my city where I lived, from Łódź, and they are a part of the team. And it's two times a week. We have trainings with fighting, and about 4 times a week I'm training CrossFit.
How is female category 1 versus 1 different from male category 1 versus 1?
Actually, it's still a beginning for female fighting, so it is about the girls from Russia. The rest still have to training, and still this not the same level as male fighting.
Thank you very much. We wish you good luck.
Thank you.